like Brad found some sticks. This is the joy of happy hay. The owners here. Oh, look at that hole. The owners of this field just want me to bale it for a tax write-off for them. I think the cows will pick through it, but holy cow, would have been nice to know about, I don't know, say a few of these ruts. They told me there might be a hole or two. Oh boy, but that was fun mowing out here. It's just like, bam, bam, oh, there's ruts. And of course they're going over across the way I'm mowing. And it's not like there's one set, there's about 4 or 5. I know, we were having more fun at the last field. Because the last field we were dropping bales and they were rolling down the hill. How do you like that? We don't do too many of those where we're rolling bales down the hill anymore. That's the only field, and I kind of purposely do it just for the entertainment value, because most of the fields end up being sort of flat-ish. Oh boy, we're getting ready to string. Somebody pay attention. Okay, lever up. There goes the net wrap. Oh, we see it come around once. Hit the lever, we're moving, and we're wrapped. Pull the lever. And there goes that beautiful little bale. And of course it didn't roll away on me very well. So we're gonna sneak up. And I think we're far enough away to clear the bale. See, the slightly annoying thing is the pickup turns off when the door is open. So it's hard to creep forward because you can't pick up the hay, or just like push it all forward and hoping that the pickup will, well, hopefully don't jam the pickup too much. So far, I'm enjoying the baler. I've been off the tractor quite a bit more with this one though. So far today, I broke the shear bolt on the main drive line because one of the rubber forming roll in the baler got wrapped with hay. I'll say this is day number 4 on this hay drying, and there's some anti-dry spots in it. So the hay was probably a little tough, and that's why it wrapped. So yeah, we're gonna let that go. I mean, I wouldn't have had that problem with the other baler. And I also broke the shear bolt on the pickup. I think that's not a excessive force problem. Here's those ruts. We're just gonna kind of idle across these. You can make a bale at full throttle or at idle. Yeah, like somebody thoroughly got stuck out here. Good job, guys. I think that's because at the backside of the field they were picking up trees. Now the pickup shear bolt, I think I broke that because of I think the bolt pops apart versus shearing. And that's because there's play between the 2 pieces the shear bolt goes through. And I think that's what got me. And it just popped it apart instead of shearing it off. Because when I've done it, it's not like I've plugged like what I'm trying to do right now. See, now that hasn't happened. I won't break a shear bolt for that. I'll be out on a headland making a turn, and I look back before I start the next windrow and it's not turning anymore. So I think it's kind of like a slop problem where the bolt goes through instead of a force necessary to shear the bolt. Oh, it's time to string. Let's do this one on the move, shall we? There comes the net. It's gonna take a while to get this correct that we're netting, not stringing. We see the net come around once. Probably time to push the switch down. Net wrap has stopped. We've wrapped. We're gonna jump this guy on the move. There we go. We don't have to worry about where we drop the bale, because we're driving away through nothingness. Back to a windrow. There's Brad raking. I know he's just loving this minefield of ruts. He's staying ahead of me. Of course, I'm going kind of slow too. nice fat windrows out here. Woo. Okay, let's make sure. Oh, yeah, bale started. Yeah, I kind of got to watch starting bales with this guy. Make sure they get the hay fed in, and then once that happens, we're good. Oh boy, this is rough out here. We should charge these people, shouldn't we, for their tax write-off? We didn't break anything because of the ruts yet. Oh, and now this isn't specific to the baler. I also managed to wrap the PTO with hay. Never done that before. That's a new one for me. Now the baler hitch is, everything is the same as the old one. I guess the wad of hay just came out from underneath the tractor the right way. And it came up, PTO caught it, and well, that was a bad day for the hay getting wrapped up. Little monkey just did it to me again. And you can see it popped, it didn't shear. If we see that, hopefully the camera focus is good. That's not a shear, that is not a cutting action. That got popped off the end. Little monkey butt. You wanna know why? Right there, just the slop and that pulley lets it pull the end off. However, if we look in here, we see this bolt is still stuck in there. That one was probably put in a little loose and it sheared, but when it sheared, it bent the bolt over. So it's stuck in there until I pop, this off the end of the shaft. And then probably need to take some time and flatten this back out because there's a little curve across here, which with the fisheye lens on the GoPro is hard to see. So going to the handy dandy toolbox. Well, if this was a twine setup, this would be the twine box, but we got tools in here. And nest mouse to net wrap, because I forgot to ensure the position of the wrap. On the drive to the field, it got blown up, got caught here and wrapped, and I unwrapped most of it. So I gotta remember, after going down the road, to make sure the net wrap is gonna feed properly. So, came very prepared. Got a toolbox. I was just in here, so the bag of bolts is right here. These are some big fat ones. They must be really soft. No, that's not it. It's this one back here. Yeah, the bag for the pickup head is back there. Please have some nuts. Come on, not a full Lance Armstrong moment. There we go, we got one. So I'm probably gonna tighten this too tight. I had the same problem because I really just came off the headland like I described before. There's 3 holes, but we're gonna have to make our own come into place. Convenient handhold spots. And if I have enough room, I'll try to stick it in from the back. If I have enough room. It's one way to get good and greasy, all right. Okay, we're started on the back side. Let's hope I have enough. There. So yeah, if I leave it sloppy in there, I'll run into that problem. I probably have that too tight. There's not that much play there now. Oh, so let's see how long it lasts before it pops off. This is number 2 today. It's gonna eat me out of house and home on shear bolts for no good reason. Well, this looks entertaining. Okay, yeah, you gotta get the dogs. That's the biggest thing. All greasy in there, getting those lined up. Okay. So yeah, apparently we lost the pin that holds the drive shaft on, but we take the drive shaft off going from field to field to save our precious, ancient drive line. Are you lifting or am I lifting? Go in there. That way. Yeah, get in there. Come on. There we go. Had to get the dog in place. 2 shims, didn't lose those. Now we just got to get creative while we stick through there. The toolbox on the tractor yields great results. We found a bolt, and it goes in there. guess we should check to make sure it goes in the other end. Yep. I think it's already done this job. It's a little crooked, but it works. Come on. Not that far away. Find a wrench or two that's bigger than our fingers to tighten this up, and we'll be rolling again. This is why you have toolboxes full of stuff and things, because you never know when you may need it. You know, I don't know if we looked at one of these little monsters up close. So it's I call this 48-inch net wrap. So 4-foot wide bale, and the baler has the capacity to go up to a 4x5. I'm probably a little taller than 4 foot. I'm about 6 foot flat myself. So I'm probably making like a 4x4.25, maybe 4.5. Just want to make sure they're a good solid 4x4. Good solid hay bale sound. There's some weight there. Airbags do a good job. I mean, it probably helps if this hay isn't super baked dry right now. So that'll help it pack being a little not dry. Waiting on Brad to get caught up raking. Let's see, once he makes this turn, I'll be ready to get back to it. Seems like our free bolt from the toolbox is holding together. I think maybe that's in there on purpose. Like a long time ago I put that in there. So we'll end up going to a Rural King or TSC, picking up more clips to go through that drive shaft. I'll put the bolt back in the toolbox. We like the clips because we like to take that drive shaft loose going down the road. Unfortunately, we hit the road for everything. Who can see me? Who can see what's going on out front? We can definitely see what's going on out back. We're bailing after dark. I mean the sunset. Which really isn't bothering us today. There will be no guttation water, and there really won't be any dew because of the clouds. And even crazier yet, I've never done this before. Those lights over there are Brad. Brad's raking after dark. I've never raked dry hay after dark. Now we are taking some liberty with the dryness on this. I mean, it's gonna rain tomorrow, so it's not getting any drier. I'm not gonna have it get rained on for 2 days. So we're gonna roll it up and we're gonna go with it. Yep, there's Brad. Hopefully we can kind of see him. This is wild. I guess there's always a first for something. This is my second time with net wrap. First time raking after dark, or having hay raked after dark. Well, yeehaw. So far, no issues. Keep going until you can't.